Hi, my name is Ardy Lopez from the Philippines. I've been a motoring journalist for the past 22 years, and I write and produce videos for the Philippine Stars Motoring section. There is a big shift. Typically, a lot of people who are biased in terms of where the vehicles originated from, it's to be frank, from China. They have biases. But objectively speaking, if we're just to talk about the technical specifics, now it is shifting. They are beginning to see that the Chinese brands are improving in terms of quality, in terms of design, and in terms of value. Proven that the Chinese cars have a lot of quality that is improved already. So now they are really changing their minds. A lot of them are woke, so to speak, in terms of choosing their brand. I think Chinese brands in the next decade would really occupy a large share of the Philippine market in terms of automotive sales because, well, they are really rapidly ingesting all kinds of technologies, not only because of their financial might, but also they are advancing very rapidly just because they want to well, of course, dominate. While I'm not so sold on them being on top in the next 10 years, I guess, they will definitely have a very sizable chunk because of what they're doing right now. The pace alone is impressive, and what I've seen, what most Filipinos have not seen, because with my exposure as a media person being sent to China to look at the infrastructure, the technology, the factories, their methodology, and their design principles and aspirations, they're all impressive, incredible. It's almost mind-blowing. And they are moving so fast in terms of technology. Well, because they can.
BYD plans to capture 35% of Philippine market.
Actually, that might be a very lofty goal and a little bit unrealistic because what they are really competing with are not exactly directly the Japanese brands. It's their other Chinese competitors that they are competing with. Because, in fact, the Japanese brands, because, reputation, etc., durability, etc., embedded brands by generations and all that, they are enjoying this lead. But they are feeling the pinch from the competition of the influx of these Chinese brands, new Chinese brands. And there are so many, and they keep on adding. Per brand, there are several nameplates. Per nameplate, there are several variants. So it's like dizzying the number. So it's really confusing. But so, like I said, if they are trying to capture a majority of the market share in the automotive industry, and their target is to one-up the Japanese competitors, I think they have to make a big hurdle in terms of competing with their co-Chinese brands because they are making good headway in terms of what they're offering. And again, value proposition. Ang dami mong makukuha. You're getting a lot for the money you're putting in.
Where will your next EV come from China?
Most probably because of the price point. Like I said, they have a knack for being able to offer so much for the same kind of price that you would get from other brands, like say Japanese brands or even European brands, because there's a disparity between the markets, no? In terms of if money is no object for the person who'd buy a certain EV, then he would probably pick a European brand because of the technology and the reputation and I guess the bragging factor or taste. But if I were to buy an EV, most probably my next one would come from a Chinese brand because of the value proposition.
最后，艾特各大中国车企赶紧来听。
I would also stick to making sure that the Filipinos' initial impression of Chinese cars are satiated. Like, for example, durability. So I would take care of a long warranty period for the cars, especially for the engine. And then I would improve the build quality. So all these, Filipinos are also into detail. When they get into the cars, they like to feel the surfaces, the kind of materials are used. If they feel cheap, if they look cheap, they even smell cheap, that is also a negative. So all these factors should be put together to come up with the entire package that comes with a good sticker price, lots of amenities that are offered for the amount of money you're plunking in. And then, of course, the performance. If it feels good in terms of ride quality, if it performs in terms of the power, the acceleration. We're a third world country, although there are a lot of affluent and rich people here. The majority still are lower middle class, and a lot of still majority below the poverty line. So value for money is the most important factor, and that's it. They want it all. Who wouldn't?